Hello again, everybody, and welcome to the Church of Christ Consciousness. I'd like to thank all those who are here, those who are watching, and those who will watch later in the week. Thank you for joining us. I'd like to start a little different this afternoon. So, I know we all know the Lord's Prayer. This being our first Sunday of 2025, just silently say with me the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts as we forgive those who we have debts with. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever. Amen. Today, I want to talk about something that I've kind of witnessed lately. And I've witnessed people not being so kind to each other, but especially people being impatient. And I know the holidays, and thank God we're through them, but I know that the holidays can lead to stress, anxiety, and impatience. But I want to really discuss what true patience is. What does it mean to be patient? And by the way, true patience is not what the world considers patience to be at all. True patience rests on trust. We think and have been taught and brought up to believe that patience is, I'll keep my mouth shut and smile, and I will wait something out without, being in conflict or getting into an argument. Just be patient. We've all done it, but that's not patience at all. True patience rests on trust, and it rests on knowing with absolute certainty that all things are happening exactly as they should. And that wherever we are in any given moment, everything is happening for our highest good. Now, that doesn't mean that we might recognize it or see it or even know what that is in the moment. In fact, we may not ever know. But true patience is certainty. And here's what true patience in certainty really is. It is certain in the outcome. True patience is certain in knowing that the outcome is always good for you. So there is no reason to be impatient in the true sense once you recognize what patience really is. It's trust. It's certainty. Patience, then, if you're ready to truly hear this, hear the metaphysics of patience. First is hope, then belief, then faith, then knowing, and then certainty. There's no doubt at all. There's no doubt, anxiety, fear of anything. Now, that's patient. When you reach a certain level of maturity on your spiritual journey, there comes a moment that you recognize what certainty/patience really is. Because you are certain beyond all doubt and what the outcome will be. Now I'm going to really throw you a loop. Because here is patience in its truest sense. Because patience is certainty, meaning there is no doubt or fear. And why are you certain of the outcome? Because you know beyond a shadow of a doubt that you are the creator of your experiences, of what you see and experience. And by the way, that's manifestation. The word manifestation comes from the Latin manifestus, meaning no doubt. So patience and manifestation go hand in hand. Because you are certain, there's no doubt. And because you are certain in the outcome because you know you're creating it. That's how powerful of beings we are. But if you're impatient, you are denying your creativity. You're denying who and what you are in truth. If you're impatient, then you believe you're a victim. And you're not a victim. You are responsible for all you see and experience. You choose the goals that you would achieve. And you receive everything that is asked. That is certainty. That's patience. Yes, the world has a counterfeit of patience because its counterfeit, which is to contend, which is really how we define patience in the world, is to contend. It means that we are actually in struggle because we're still in opposition or opposing something that we don't like, but we will contend with it. That's the counterfeit of true patience. Because in true patience, the actual definition is to be steadfast when dealing with opposition, adversity, or difficulty. To be steadfast means to trust with certainty in the outcome. Again, that's true patience. There is no conflict, there's no fear, there's only trust. And when we trust, what are we actually trusting in? We're trusting in our Christ self, the Christ consciousness, that higher self that we are in truth. And we know that we are always being looked after and taken care of without any doubt. There is no lack involved in true patience. Because we know with certainty the outcome. We can be patient. If we're called on to wait, we wait. But we still know what the outcome is. True patience rests on the laws. In fact, true patience rests on the law of being. Because remember I said that the word manifest, which comes from the Latin manifestus, which means no doubt, is the patience of certainty, which is no doubt. Having no doubt. And that is the law of being once you recognize that to give is to have is to be. To be is to know. To know is to experience. To experience then is to become aware of, and to become aware of is to make manifest, to bring into being. So when you are patient, you recognize the law of being. But the law of being starts with giving. So what in patience, in true patience, are you giving? What are you giving the universe? What are you radiating or putting out? Trust. You are radiating trust. That's what you're giving. And to give is to have. So you give the trust that you have. Why does the law of being start with giving? Because unlike the world teaches, you cannot keep what you are not willing to give. The world teaches us that to give is to lose. The laws teach us the only way we can keep what we have is to give it away. Because under the law of increase, it comes back tenfold. So when we give trust, it's because we have trust. Which means we are trustful. We're trusting. We then know what trust is, and we will experience the trust. And when we experience the trust, we become aware of the trust. And once we become aware of it, we make it manifest. We then bring into existence, into our life, that which we have shown patience for, that which we have trusted in by giving it. So many people, these last few weeks, I've been hearing a lot on YouTubes and different things that I've been listening to. People talk about manifesting. And none of them recognize the metaphysics, which rests on trust, which means to have no fear, no doubt. Because that's what the word actually means, which is to be patient. Because you are certain in the outcome. Does it matter how long it takes before whatever it is that you desire arises? No, because you are certain that it is there. And you are certain that it will arise in the exact moment it is supposed to, and not one moment before or one moment after. That is certainty, that is trust. And that is how our brother Jesus walked the earth. He was certain in who he was. And he was patient with himself and patient with all because he had trust in himself. He was certain in himself. He had no doubt. When Jesus went to heal someone, he gave of himself. There was the giving under the law of being. Because he knew he was whole, he was healed, he knew he had it all. And he told us that we are like him. All those things, he says, all these things I do, you can do, and more. Do you believe it? Do you believe it? If you don't, then you don't trust. You don't trust in that spark of the divine that is within all of us. That is where it all begins. For heaven is within us. It's why I wanted to start today with the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, which art in heaven. Heaven, he said, was within us. So why would you doubt? If heaven is within you, which means the source, the one of that is all things is within you and each and every one of us. Why would we doubt? Why would we not be certain? And why wouldn't we trust? We don't because we're fear-based. We're full of fear. And fear will keep you from having all that is your right, that is your inheritance. And then you will walk around wondering why others have and you don't. That's jealousy. No. Look at yourself. You have within you everything, for God is everything. Everything is already there in you, but you have to trust it. Be patient with it and know that everything arises in the perfect timing for you. And you can be patient. You can wait in certainty that all that you desire is coming. So I'm going to end with this. We've just started a new year, 2025. So I'm going to give you a challenge. Let 2025 be the year you want and desire only one thing. And you will not let anything stand between you and you having that one thing. But what is that one thing? That one thing is trust. Absolute trust. Unwavering trust. And before March, see how your life will have changed. By October, I promise you, it will not be anything like it has been. Because you will have put the former things away. And you will stand in the truth of who and what you are, the creator of your life, of your experiences, of your happiness, your joy, and all things good. That's your right as a divine spark of the one. And I will finish by saying, trust is the kerosene that you spray on that spark and it lights a fire and burns, which is why in the Bible, throughout the Bible, the children of Israel, were guided by a pillar of fire. It is said that the Holy Spirit burns, all right? That's the fire. That's the trust. It's the kerosene that lights the spark and makes it burn for all to see, including you. And you will feel it. And I can promise you, this one is not harmful. It's a good burn. It's good. So let this be the year that you declare your trust, that you will be patient because you know who and what you are, and you have trust in all that you see, knowing that it is for your highest good. With that, I'm going to ask for a moment, if you would, place both feet on the floor, Close your eyes and let the tension, maybe it's being held in your shoulders, just release it. You can pick it back up here in a minute. But for this moment, I want you to breathe deeply with me. We're going to take 3 deep breaths. And on the inhale, I want you to think, I am. And on the exhale, certain. On the inhale, I am. On the exhale, trusting. And on the inhale, I am. And on the exhale, patience. I am patient. And as we dive deeper into our heart space, the inner sanctuary, where that one is, where the peace that is the Christ exists within us, we do so patiently, trusting and certain that we are loved. And we go with gratitude. And we are filled with happiness, peace, joy. And we are filled with love. Take a moment, experience it, feel it, bathe in it. For at the core, it is you. And as we come back into this moment, this time, this place, this space, we do so renewed and with the desire to trust and to be all that we can be, to be all that we are. Thank you for joining us. And if you would, please hit the like and subscribe button. Share this message. Share it with someone who you know needs to hear it or would welcome it. And go forward this week, trusting, be certain, be patient. And until next week, have a good one. I'll see you then.